That is some gameplay from the popular video game Overwatch. But many players face an unwanted opponent, cheaters, and they're muscling their way in as the industry's own version of performance-enhancing drugs. The esports industry is in crisis mode because of them. Joining me to explain is WSJ's Sarah Needleman. Sarah, thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
What a story. So first, how are players gaining this edge? What are the performance-enhancing drugs?
Okay, well, they're not actual drugs, although there has been a case of that at least once. But in most situations, they're using software, cheat software, or they're exploiting a bug in a game. Occasionally, they may be even hacking a server. But they're using technology to their advantage in the wrong way.
Right, they're looking for all the edges. So how are companies responding? I would imagine this is a big problem for them.
Right, well, it's been a problem for a long time, but with the rise of competitive online gaming, it's definitely become front and center. And so companies are doing a lot of things to fight cheaters. They're using their own software, anti-cheat software. They have a lot of personnel to deal with complaints of cheating and to investigate it. They're even hiring spies to go out and study cheat code so they can sort of reverse it or make it, block it from being effective. And there's also court. Sometimes they take the companies that make cheat software to court to get them shut down.
Oh, wow. So companies are actually making this software. Okay, well, we have a clip to sort of help explain this, illustrate it. This is a clip from a game, and you'll see on top, that's the legitimate game, right?
Right.
Bottom is cheating?
Exactly. And it's difficult to understand if you're not someone who plays this game regularly. It's very fast. But, on the one hand, you have someone who's playing naturally and getting a couple hits and a couple misses, and then someone else who's like perfect every single time. There are some very good.
Everyone out.
There are some very good gamers out there who may look like they're cheating and they're not. And there have been some cases of those gamers, asking for an appeal and winning those appeals. But in most cases, people are not that good. It is just really difficult to get a perfect shot every single time.
Yeah, that's fascinating. So, when we think about gaming, we don't necessarily put esports in the same league as the MLB or the NFL in terms of cheating. They seem like two totally different worlds, but there's a lot at stake here.
Well, absolutely.
Millions and millions of dollars.
There's the esports industry is growing. It's supposed to eclipse the 1 billion mark by 2020, according to some research firms. So there's a lot of opportunity in here for companies to make money through sponsorships, advertising, merchandise, ticket sales, etc.
Yeah.
So but that's at the pro level where cheating actually is not very common. But lower down at the beginning, when people just start getting into a competitive game and learning it, and they're playing against their friends, if there's constant cheating going on, it's not really something that they're not going to stick around with the game. They're going to give up and quit, or they may start cheating themselves. But their perception of the game is that it's not fair, and then it doesn't give them much incentive to aspire to be a pro because they may not get there.
And if you're losing all the time, why is it fun in the first place?
Exactly. So it sort of spoils things at the bottom and creates like a poison that seeps out throughout the industry, and it's a problem. So as this industry goes, companies are really taking steps to do something about it.
And one company actually won a lawsuit, right?
Actually, there are a couple companies that have, but one in my article is Riot Games. They make League of Legends, one of the most, if not the most popular esports game out there. And they recently sued a company or a group of individuals that made cheat software and had the software shut down, and they won a $10 million award. There have been cases where companies are successful at going after these makers of cheat software, but it's kind of like a game of whack-a-mole. Once these shut down, a new one pops up. So it's a constant battle. These companies are always going after the makers of cheat programs and cheaters, and they just have to keep up with it. It's just that in some ways it appears to be getting worse.
Who is your average cheater? I'm so fascinated by this article. I'm trying to picture people sitting at home playing games. Who are these people?
Well, these are gamers, but they're very sophisticated with technology. They're very tech savvy. They know what they're doing, and there are these programs out there that help you. So you can pay money. So
they're not necessarily just little kids.
No, they're not necessarily children. They're probably in many cases young adults who even have the money to go out and buy some of the cheat software or create it themselves, share it among one another, and use it to cheat.
All right, cheating, not good. Not good for the gaming industry and not fun for anyone else. Sarah, thank you so much for being here.